Hey everybody, I'm Josh Gibson from Fourth Wall Players, and
I'm McKinney of Hohenheim Productions.
and today we're going to talk about a little something you may have heard of called Space Force.
Space Force.
Now, I know this thing was kind of billed and marketed as like an Office kind of homage sort of thing, because it has Steve Carell in it, and it has one of the co-creators of The Office behind the scenes. And so I think a lot of people went into it expecting to see a lot of the mockumentary style stuff going on, and were extremely disappointed when they didn't see it. And I, for one, think that this is like a really good, underrated show, and I know it's not like slap your knee funny or anything like that, but to me it's more human. It's more like on level comedy of like Little Miss Sunshine, whereas you were never like busting your gut laughing, but like there's a lot of smirkable moments, if that makes any sense, where it's like, oh yeah, that reminds me of the time I did that. I thought the acting for the most part was really well done. The relationships to me is kind of what makes it a really good show, and I know a lot of people who watch stuff like that don't really care so much, but me being somebody who likes to act and who enjoys characters and stuff like that, like I really like seeing things like that. Part of the reason why I love Parks and Rec, I love all the relationships between the different characters. I'm not saying it's as good as Parks and Rec, but I think it's still a really good show. So today we're just going to look at some reviews of some people who really disagree with me.
It's apparently gotten just like pretty much only bad reviews.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it gets a whole bunch of bad reviews, but everyone I know who I've talked to about it, like actual people who watched it, all enjoy it too. So I'm not sure if it's just one of those, they don't think they'll make money on it, so they're giving it bad reviews, because they usually do that, and I know like I'm probably going to get fined something for libel, or I don't know, but...
See, so now I still plan on watching the show.
Yeah. It's an easy watch. It's 10 episodes.
And definitely giving it its fair shot, because I still think it's going to be funny and that I'm going to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But I guess, like, since I haven't seen it, right, what I basically have to say is conjecture and speculation. Mm-hmm. But reading the negative reviews, like, some of them have different angles, and so I guess what my thing on it is, just from hearing what they've said about the show and what I've gathered from what you've told me about the show, mm-hmm. is what I'm thinking I'll expect will be missing from the show is that I expect this show to just be one big gag at Donald Trump's
not really
idea. You know what I mean? So I feel like to me it will be missing a moment for the sort of satire that is, I don't know, a real gut punch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a moment to make, I think, art impactful in a societal way.
I think what they did is they made a decision to pull away from making too much fun of their fictional Trump president, to make the show stand on its own, so it wasn't so reliant on that one shtick. And I mean, they do make a couple jokes relating to him, like he just, for some reason, you know, like they mentioned sometimes that he for some reason changes his mind about something and doesn't give an actual reason, he just does it because he feels like it. So they make, yeah, and that's exactly the type of laughing you're going to get in that show. But so they do have a couple of that, but it's really more about the characters who are having to try to make this Space Force thing work, and like how they all are they're all like forced together, and you know, it's kind of like they need to figure out their relationship, and it actually leans a lot on Steve Carell's character's personal life as well, which I think is kind of interesting, because he's also a husband and a father. So you get to kind of see that, like see how he is as a husband and a father compared to how he is as a general. And I don't know, like I think it's really good, and I think he does a good job. He gruffs up his voice to make him sound more like he's like someone who's been shouting his entire adult life, which is okay, but it's kind of distracting to me because I know that's not what Steve Carell sounds like. Right, so I'm just kind of like, why is he?
So it feels like he's putting on a weird voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you would for your kid.
So but I think
only person that calls you every day to make sure you're okay, right?
Yeah.
Scam likely.
Yeah. I just got a scam call while we're filming this, so just so you guys know. It was probably reviewers complaining to me about
what you just said.
About me calling them Anyway, so yeah, no, so I think it's fair. So I mean, like, I don't know, what are we gonna like kind of read some of these reviews and kind of, do I gotta like defend my position or what's going on here?
No, I was just I really just wanted to kind of just talk about the show and address the thing. So basically, what did you all think? Do you agree with the critics? Or do you agree with us? Is it going to be a good show, right? You already seen it. It's a good
like I
show.
said, the things that I like about it, aren't the things that they're complaining about. So maybe it's just because what I'm looking for is different than what they're looking for. You know, I know they talk a little bit about there's some inconsistency with like characters, like are they smart, are they dumb? You know, why are they smart this episode, but then they do something really stupid the next episode? But that's every TV show ever, right? Like, I mean, especially in the first season of something where you're trying to figure out what it is you're doing.
Right.
You know, I've said this, I don't remember who I was talking to about this, but I think with canceling a show after one season, depending on how, like, god-awful it is, because some of them just don't deserve a second. Right. But ones that are kind of, you're not really sure if you like it or not, you're kind of on the fence about it, which kind of Space Force falls into that. You know, usually it takes them more than a season to kind of find their footing. Like, if Parks and Rec had been canceled after the first season, nobody would have thought differently of it, but I think that was a great show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine wasn't that great. I mean, it was still good, but it definitely hit its stride after the first season.
Well, I think of shows like Friends, season 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Cringeworthy because
Buffy.
They don't have the freaking characters figured out.
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I mean, if they'd canceled that after one season, where would our culture be? I mean, that was like a culture-changing show, you know? Like,
where would we might not even have Avengers via Joss Whedon.
Right! And then what would we do? What would we do?
Then what would you do?
We would have the DCEU and that's it?
Oh my god.
Fox keeps making
X-Men
X-Men movies?
In that reality, there's people offing themselves by the millions in a parallel universe where they don't have Marvel. So,
of course, some people would probably argue there's too much Marvel at this point, but that's not Joss Whedon's fault.
Yeah, well, in an alternate universe, those people are being Iron Man sizzled to death because too much Marvel is a real thing in their universe. So,
yeah.
String theory. You're welcome.
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, tell us, what did you guys think about Space Force? What do you think they could do to make it better? Like, I, for one, think they need to explain Lisa Kudrow's story a little bit better. For those of you who watched it, you know what I'm talking about. But other than that, like, I thought all their backstories are good. I thought it was natural in how it grew, and so just give us your opinions on everything, and, you know, please let us know what you think. In the comments below.
In the comments below.
Mm-hmm. Like and subscribe while you're there.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification for regular updates when we post a new video. And when you get the time, check out our merch store so that you can display your civil disobedience to the world. This here will be our company motto: fuck privilege, take chances, because we do what we have to around here to get the stories told. And when you also have time, consider taking a look at our Patreon, where you'll find more behind the scenes videos and a look into everything we do at Hohenheim Productions. Thanks again for watching. Peace.